So we discussed the modify operation yesterday, and I have given one assignment. Did you guys try it? Any one of you? Any one of you try to it? Can you hear me? Okay. Anyone tried? Prasanna, did you try it? Vaishnavi, did you try it? Tony, did you? Hmm?
I yet to try, Amrit.
Okay. If you will not practice, then eventually, slowly, it will become difficult. You will have the recording, but you need to learn this part while the things are getting done live. Correct? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Do it according to your preference. So we have the internal table operations, which we discuss the modify operations. Let's comment it out. Next operation that we have after modify is read operation. Read table, fourth one. Read table operation. So read table is used to read the first matching record from the internal table. The read table is used to read the first matching record of the internal table. What does this means? Matching record. So suppose we can have duplicate records here. Understand the situation, please. Here we have total 1, 2, 3, and 4 records. Now suppose if I have a duplicate record here. Suppose I have a duplicate record here. Same 100. Let's name it Atul only. That is a duplicate record, correct? That is a duplicate record. So which record will come first? That is the thing here now. Read table operation. Read table is used to read the first matching record of the internal table. So also it is recommended if you are looking for, if you are looking for only one record, then better go for read operation. It is performance optimized. Yeah. And also helps in increasing performance of the application. Increasing application. The two form of read operation are there. Read using key and read using index. Read using key and read using index. Let's see this. Let's see this part. So right now I will comment out this loop part which is being used for display, and I will come to read operation. Let's see how read is going to work. Read operation. Read using key. So what we can do, we can directly go for read table, our internal table name into our work area name with key Now you can pass the column on which you want to perform the read operation. So employee ID equal to 100. This is what I want to read. This is what I want to read here. If you see this, if you check this part, we have two records which have the same employee ID 100. Tell me which record will be readed here. My system is going to read which record? Is it going to read this one or is it going to read this one? Prasanna, think about this.
The first record.
Definitely the first record. Why the first record? Let me just explain that part. If you check the order, if you check the order how data is stored in the system, this will be like this way. 101, 102, 103, 10, it is 100 and then 100. So it will go to this, then this, this. The first matching record is this one. That is why it will return this record only. This one. Yeah. So another thing, how many of you have seen this? Where it is? Sai Savarsi. How many of you have recalling this part when we discuss this about the system variable here? Sub RC. The system variable is for the return code. What it does basically, if the above operation or above statement is correct and successfully executed, the return value of size of RC is 0. Otherwise, it is non-zero. Non-zero. So it is for knowledge purpose. Every time when you perform any operation, you can check whether that operation is correctly executed or not. Like this one, I can check if size of RC is 0 equals to 0. Then I can simply perform the right operation here. So this one, I will copy, I will come to this and I will paste it here. I will uncomment all of them to this part. Read operation. Yeah, read operation. Now let's go and see the output. Executed. Which one it is returning? Definitely the first matching record. So this is your read operation using key. Read operation using key. I will also paste this code for your help here. Everybody have access of this link. Okay. If anyone do not have the access, please take it from chat right now. The chat, this one. System is slow a little bit. Right. Yeah, you can take it from here. So this is read operation using key. Yesterday we discussed index. What is index? Index is nothing but row number. So here you can also directly pass the row number and you will be able to access that particular value. You can directly pass the row number here and you will be able to access that particular value. See this, I will comment it out and I will go for read using index. Index. So same thing we can write here, read table LT employee into LS employee let's say index 4. Fourth row I am reading. What is the fourth row? First, second, third, and this is the fourth value. This is what it is going to print. You can check it. If size sub RC will be 0, then and only then the compiler will go to this. Otherwise, it will never touch this part. That is why it is also performance optimized. Sub RC check are performance optimized. We should always use them. We should always use them. I will activate it. And let's see the value. See, same thing. Now you can pass the whatever index you are looking for. Index 5. Only Atul. If I go for first index, it will display Abhishek data. Yeah, it will display Abhishek's data. Yeah. So these are some of the internal table operations. Yesterday, Prasanna, you asked me how we can sort it. Can we change the order of it, of an internal table, correct? Sort operation. We can sort the uh, rows of an internal table based on a particular column in ascending or descending order. In ascending or descending order. This is another property here. This is another property here which is possible. Yeah. Okay. So in ascending or descending order, let's see this part. I will comment out this loop. Sorry, I will uncomment out this loop to see the value. Let's comment it out, read operation, and let's see the sort operation. So sort, what is the use of sort? Sorting in descending order. Yeah, sorting in ascending or descending order. Let's see this. I will go for sort, but before that, let's see the unsorted data. What I will do, I will write here one write operation. Unsorted data. Unsorted data. Let's see how it is being printed. You can just go for activate and execute. See, this is unsorted data. Now I will do something here. I will again write sorted data based on employee ID in ascending order. Yeah. So I will perform the sort operation. What I can do? Sort LT employee internal table by employee ID column in ascending order. The ascending is a keyword. It is in blue color. So we are sorting our value in ascending order. Then I will print it again. I will print it again here. Let's see how things are getting printed now after sorting in ascending order. After sorting, see this value. Is it in sorted format? Yes or no? Please answer this. Is it in sorted format? Is it in sorted format?
No.
No? Can you see this? This is in ascending order, so it is in sorted data, na?
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
other-
Yeah, right. Same thing we can try for descending also. So go back and I will go for sort operation in ascending here. This one I will make sort in descending, operation in descending. And here sort internal table by your column name, descending. So print it. Sorted data in descending order. Descending order. And I will print the same stuff here. See this. Copy, paste it, activation, execution. Descending order. See this part only now. Unsorted, sorted in ascending, and sorted in descending. Yeah, is it? Okay. I will just share the code with you. I will share the code. Copy and paste it here. Is the internal table operation concept clear? Is the internal table concept clear?
Yes, Amrit.
Yeah.
Right. So these are some of the basic stuff. Now let's see how we are going to bring the data. How we are going to bring the data. Because we cannot every time just write the things like this way, storing the values one by one. It is not possible because here we have to interact with the data and data is there in the database. So I will be writing the heading here, bringing the data from the database. Now I know I have internal table and work area, which I can use for storage and processing part, which I can use for storage and processing part. So I'm going to use it. Yeah, I'm going to use it. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Structured Query Language. SQL is the language which is used to interact with the database. SQL is the language which is used to interact with the database. Yeah, interact with the database. And we have two types of SQL. SQL. First one is your Open SQL, and the second one is Native SQL. Native SQL is database dependent. SQL is database dependent. It requires the same database environment. Requires the same database environment for its execution. That is the thing here for its execution. So it will be unique for every database. That is for HANA, it will be different. For Oracle database, it will be different. For Sybase, for MS SQL, for MySQL, it will be different. So that is why whenever we are talking about ABAP application programming, we never go for native SQL. Sorry, we never go for native SQL. We always go for Open SQL. In ABAP, we only write Open SQL. We only write OpenSQL. We only write OpenSQL. OpenSQL is database independent, is database independent, and it can work on every database, any database. Okay, it can work on any database. So everyone, do you now understand how we are going to write the program? So what is the procedure of writing the program or bringing the data? The procedure for writing ABAP programs. First step, declare the structure. Declare the structure. Declare the structure. Create the internal table and work area. Step 3. Take input from the user. You need to understand the same thing we are going to repeat till our training will be ended. So take the input from the user. Based on the input, bring the data from the database and store it in internal table. Fifth one, if it is in requirement, perform the CRUD operations over the internal table data. Commit the changes back to the database. And the last one, display the output to the user. This is the way things are getting done here. And it will be continued again and again. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Amrit, one question in
Yeah,
about native SQL and OpenSQL. So native SQL example could be HANA, Oracle, all this thing, and OpenSQL.
HANA queries, HANA native queries. There is not such big difference in between them.
Okay,
Some basic differences are there for every databases. Where we will be seeing HANA queries in HANA part. Here we will be discussing that part. For Oracle DB, for MySQL queries, for MySQL DB, it will be MySQL queries. There are some basic differences, but almost they are similar. I will say like 80 to 90% is similarity.
okay,
But here, see, there is no concept of internal table and work area. Internal table and work area is ABAP programming, correct?
Mm.
So here, OpenSQL supports this part. Native cannot support this.
okay. So in ABAP, what we would be using, OpenSQL or native SQL?
Can't you saw the screen? See this?
Hello.
You
Okay.
see, are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is the thing. Okay. On application layer, you are only going to write the OpenSQL. Don't worry, give some time. Okay. Once the training will be over, you will be able to write HANA queries also. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me open the system and let's see this. So let's start writing some queries, bring the data, display it to the user. Uh, First, report now. What is report? What is report?
Executable program.
Executable programs are called report. Great. So we will follow these steps. I will go to my table and let me give you a shortcut here. If you want to copy the columns, what you can do is directly, did we created a local structure yesterday? One question, did we create a local structure? Please answer this question. Did we create a local structure? No. We only created global structure. Okay. Let me come to that. Structure. We created global. Let me show how local structure will be created now. Global, local create structure creation. Local structure creation. Types keyword is used for local structure. Types. We will start the structure. So begin of structure name. So I am creating for my employee. So I'm giving here type of employee. Again, you can pass any name here. You can pass your name, but always try to give a meaningful name. It's just a local structure, only valid inside this program. That is why it is local in nature. And then you can have the column name and their corresponding type. See, this is my employee ID. So employee ID type, it's a data element, employee ID. So this is the first column, comma, second column, employee name, type, this employee name. The third column we can have here department, its data element. Manager, we can have here its data element. Salary, salary. And at last we have currency field. So currency, type, currency. See, whatever columns you have, this is how you are going to add it. And once all the columns are done, end of the structure. This is a local structure. This is a local structure, and global structure is something which you have created yesterday. Data type, employee 01. This is your global structure. Same column and type, but this is local structure here. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes or no? Please answer this.
Yes, Amrit.
Okay. So once your structure is ready, we can just create it. We can create the internal table here. See this data LT employee type table of same way our internal table creation, and then a structure name. So this is my structure name TY employee. I will paste it here. I will be creating the work area here. So LS employee type TY employee. Two steps are done. See this. If you check the steps, declare structure, create the internal table and work area. Taking user input, we will not see right now. We will see this part in the next session. We will directly go for bringing data from the database. So declare internal table using local structure. Yeah. And here, this another comment I will pass, declare work area using local structure. Then here writing SQL queries. So writing Open SQL queries. It is the one of the easiest language also. If you practice, very easy to learn. So select query. Select is used to bring the data. Select column names. Please ensure whenever you are creating a structure, please check the table. The order must be same. It should be same employee ID name. Should not be like employee name, then after employee ID. It must be similar to the table. Otherwise, you might get a runtime error. Yeah. So we will see that part also. Right now, let me write it employee ID. Second column is employee name. Employee name. Third column, department is there. Manager is there. So manager, salary. And the last column we have is currency. So select these columns from where? From our table name. So this is my table. Copy the table name. And then store it into table LT employee. This is my internal table. Storing it in the internal table. This is a normal open SQL query. Bring the columns, store it into the LT employee. We see it 6 columns. We have created this internal table. We are bringing these 6 columns from our table and we are storing it. We are storing it. And then I will simply loop over this internal table. So loop add into work area. And I will go for write operation. Employee ID. Department. All these columns. Manager. Salary. Currency. So we are going to do this. Let's activate this code. I will put here a breakpoint and I will debug this so that I can understand the flow of it. I will click on execute button. We will enter the debugging mode. Let's see this part. I will go to desktop 3. I will go to desktop 3. I will double click on internal table. I will double click on work area. You see here internal table, 0 rows and 6 columns. Yes, we have total 6 columns here. We can check it. We have total 6 columns here. So at this moment, no row. It is completely empty. Now this select query will execute. I will click on F6. Select query got executed. Can you see this size sub RC value here? Everyone, what is the value of size sub RC? What
0.
is the 0? What
Zero.
does size of RC 0 means here? The same thing we just explained. There it is. System variable. If the above statement is correct and successfully executed, the return value of size of RC is 0. So it has got executed, size of RC is 0. How many records are coming here now in the internal table? 14. 14. And if you go back and check your table, how many records are there? You can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yes, right? The total 14 records are there. Now on these 14 records, this loop will be executed and the data will be printed. 14 times this loop is going to execute and it will be printing the data. You can press F6, 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 and you can check it. Click on continue to come out of debugging and see the output here. Click on continue to come out of debugging and see the output here. Yeah, see the output here. Is it clear, everyone? How things are working here,
Yes,
yeah,
Ankit.
right? Now let's understand this. What will happen if the order is not correct? What will happen if the order is not correct? So suppose instead of salary, by mistake, when I was creating the structure, I have given currency. Instead of salary, by mistake, I have given the currency. Now let's see what will happen. So system here, I have written the query. Employee ID will be stored in employee ID column. Employee name will be stored in employee name column. Department will be stored in department column. Manager will be stored in manager column. Salary will be stored in currency column now. The order has become different. The order has become different. There is a compile time error. The data type of the component, this currency, see this currency, is not compatible with the data type of salary column. Can you see this error, everyone? So two thing you can do. Two thing you can do. One is either you can change the order of bringing the data, which is not a best practice, but you can do this. Still the error will be resolved. Or better, always follow the orders. Better always follow the orders as it is there. Better always follow the order as it is there. Yeah. Okay. Let's activate it and let's execute it. See, is it clear, everyone? Yeah. Is it okay? First program without taking any input. Taking any input. So now here, if you don't have any input, you can also apply filters here. Let's say up to 5 rows only. I only need 5 rows. We can have lots of record, we can have thousand millions of records. So it is not a good practice to bring all the records. So I am just bringing 5 rows. Let's see. Only five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 rows is coming. Yeah. Only 5 rows is coming. Okay. We can take input in form of parameter also here. So now the third step we will follow here. Take input from the user. So right now we only know the parameter concept. We have not yet discussed the select option. So parameter, let's say I'm giving the name P employee ID, type the data element, employee ID, this one, paste it. The P employee ID. And here you can simply give a where condition now, where employee ID is equal to P employee ID. You can give a where condition. So only this satisfied data will be coming here and it will be storing into this internal table. Only this employee ID will come. Activate it and execute it. So suppose I'm writing here 105, 105 only, 101, 111. Only triple one. Yeah, only triple one. Only this one is coming. Again, this is not a good practice to give here this technical name. We should always give a meaningful name. So what we can do, we can just go to text element section. And here in the selection text, we can give a meaningful name. So let's say I'm writing employee ID for this and I will activate it. Come back and I will execute it. See, employee ID. Now it is okay. So 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Only that filtered value. Applying a filter. Filter using parameters. Applying a filter using parameters. Applying a filter using parameters. Clear, everyone. Can you now write your own queries? Just a sample. You can also write the queries like this way, though it is not preferred, but right now you are starting, so you can write it. Select a star directly, all the columns from your table name. So where is my table? This is my table. I'll copy its name, come back, copy the name of the table, paste it into table LT employee or into corresponding fields of LT employee. You don't need to give the columns in order. You can directly follow this one also of LT employee where employee ID is equal to our P employee ID. This is not very performance optimized. This is one which is preferred. But once you are learning for the very first time, you need to understand every aspect. Yeah. This one will also work. You can check it, activate it. There is an error. It is saying internal table cannot be used as a work area. Oh, sorry, I have not used here table keyword. Now it is okay. Execute and see. 111 or say 104. Execute it. It is fine. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Everyone, is it okay?
Yeah, Amrit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sony and Vaishnavi, is it okay from your side?
Yes.
So today also I have another assignment for you all. It will be assignment 5. So let me just write it here. Assignment 5. 2 assignment I'm giving you today. One is create a report now, a web program for taking input in form of parameter for employee and display the data to the user. Second one is I want you to find out why select star is not performance optimized. I want you to find it out. I want you to understand it and answer this question in the next session. I will also explain this. Why this one, not this one? Okay. So this is all for today. If you have any question, please ask. Vaishnavi, let's start with you. Any questions?
No, Amrit.
Anjali?
Not now.
Okay. Prasanna?
No, Amrit.
Tony?
No.
Okay, then guys, please do the practice. We'll share the recording in some time. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Amrit.
you.
Bye.